From there, what was it, on to the Google
Hmm.
store? So this is the second Google store. The first one was in Meatpacking in Manhattan.
Right.
Because of how the Apple and Microsoft stores have such a distinct brand and feel to them, you can't help but not compare them with these Google stores.
Yeah, it's hard to not compare. They're doing a similar service, especially because there's so many Google phones, right? So that was the first thing we saw when we walked in were the array of different Google phones. And yeah, there was also merch being sold and other sort of hardware things, keyboards, mouses, things like that.
We talked to an associate about what exclusive merchandise they had. It's not the technology that's exclusive because you can buy any of that online, but they have
Right.
like Google hats and like socks or something like that?
Socks, they had tote bags, just a lot of different Google branded paraphernalia.
One other thing we noticed is people were just hanging out there.
Very true. Yeah, we were looking around and there were a lot of not just seats, but tables next to those seats
Right.
and outlets, which to me says you want people to sit down and do work there.
I noticed two of New York's finest.
Yeah.
We're hanging out, two NYPD folks who maybe were on a break. For me, the brand of Google is really about this white page, mostly white page that I
Right.
type my search query into. I know
Right.
Google touches a lot more of my life than just that.
Mhm.
But when I think about the brand, I think about it's a place where I go to find answers. And I think from that standpoint, I think they've done a pretty good job of replicating that. If you have any questions about your Google device, I'm
Right.
sure that's the place to go.
I would imagine, yeah. That's
Yeah.
probably that's what I would use that store for if I had a Google device, would be to go troubleshoot or get some fixes and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.